Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Jones. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on my video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that way you don't forget after you watch the video. For today's video, I want to do my makeup for Valentine's Day. At first I was like, it might be too early to do a Valentine's Day glam, but I feel like doing Valentine's Day glam today, so that's what we're gonna do. I picked up this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the hydrating one. They had a lot of different ones. I was kind of going between the hydrating one and the illuminating one. But yeah, I picked up this primer. So this is the primer of choice today. You guys know that I love my Fenty Beauty primer. That is like my holy grail hydrating primer. So I'm excited to see how this one works. Oh, that was a lot on my forehead. I'm excited to see how this one works and if it gives me the same effect. Oh, I didn't put my oils on. Dang it. But yeah, I'm excited to see if this works, if it gives me the same effect as my other ones. Now this has a little bit of stickiness to it, but not a lot. So it's almost just like hydrating. It doesn't really have any stick, although it's a primer. I like my primer to have a little bit of stick to it just because I just, you know, want to feel like my makeup's gonna last all day. And then on top of that, I'm trying to decide if I want to go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer and just put it in my T-zone. Just a little something, something, you know. Just because, you know, on Valentine's Day, you want your skin to be smooth. You don't know if your man gonna propose. You don't know what he gonna do, if he gonna take you out to dinner or what. So you gotta be prepared for flash photography. You gotta be prepared for so many things. So this is me preparing for Valentine's Day. I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna do for Valentine's Day. I left it up to my husband because I'm like, you need to figure it out. Like, I'm so bad, you guys. Like, I literally sent him a bunch of Pinterest like ideas of kind of what I'm looking for Valentine's Day, like what will make me happy kind of thing. Although he knows how to make me happy, but I'm like, this is what I'm going for in my head. So like, need you to make it happen. I sent him like 2 gifts that I wanted. So we good, like we Gucci. Like, I don't know what else I can ask for. I'm gonna apply my foundation. You guys already know the drill. I'm sorry, this foundation is just good. Like, I cannot put this foundation combination down. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. Like, I even grabbed a new foundation. Where is it? I even grabbed my Becca foundation because I'm like, I'm gonna use this today, and girl, I don't know who I thought I was kidding. I am not about to use that foundation. I'm really excited about Valentine's Day. If you guys don't know, my husband is in the military, and we actually haven't, I don't think we've ever celebrated a Valentine's Day together. And we've been together for, I think, like 7 years. We've been together for 7 years now and married for 5. And we've never got the chance to celebrate a holiday together or Valentine's Day together because he's always been deployed every year. So this is the first year that he will not be deployed, that he will be home for Valentine's Day. And I'm so excited because I'm just excited. Like, every girl wants to be able to celebrate, you know, these special occasions with their loved ones, with their spouse, with their boyfriend, with their husband. And a lot of times military spouses don't have that luxury because our husbands are out fighting for our country, fighting for this country, and, you know, being brave and whatever. And we can't, there's nothing that we can do about it. So we just have to celebrate it on a different day. For concealer, I'm gonna use my Hourglass concealer in the shade Beach. This is their new concealer. If you haven't seen my video that I posted yesterday, I definitely suggest you go check it out because I posted this a review on this concealer, trying new makeup. So definitely go check it out if you want to know more about this concealer. But I like it. It's not bad. At first I was kind of iffy if I liked it or not, but I like it. While my concealer is sitting, I'm going with my Huda Beauty Tantour bronzer. And I'm gonna basically just warm up my face. I don't do this often, but more like special occasions or, you know, something like that, I'll do it. But for the most part, I really don't do this step often. I just feel like it's a little harsh for like an everyday look. So I haven't really done it in a while. I'm gonna take the booty part of my sponge and use that to blend everything in. What did you guys plans for Valentine's Day, or do you have a Valentine? Okay, a question that I have is, if you with a guy, even if like you're in a committed relationship, like me, for example, I'm married, and in my personal opinion, I feel like in order to keep your relationship alive, you still have to do things like you were dating. Like, that's just how I feel. I feel like you still have to do a lot of stuff when you're married as if you were dating, to keep that spark alive, to keep everything alive. And for me, I told my husband, I was like, don't get it twisted. Like, we married, yes, but you still have to ask me to be your Valentine. Like, it's not a given. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is a given because obviously I'm not gonna say yes to somebody else, but it's not a given that I'm your Valentine. Like, you have to ask me still. Like, especially because me and my husband didn't have that luxury of being able to celebrate a Valentine's Day together every year. So now that we have that luxury, I still want to go all out. I still want to treat it as if we were dating. So I told him, I was like, you need to ask me to be your Valentine. Like, I don't know what you thought, but you don't get to just because we're in a relationship don't mean that I'm automatically your Valentine. Like, boo, bye. So yeah, comment down below and let me know your thoughts on that. Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, am I asking too much? This is an open discussion. This is a safe zone for discussion. So I really want to know what you guys think. What is your thoughts? The more I use this concealer, the more I like it, especially because it's lightweight. It's not a thick concealer, but it definitely gives you that coverage that you're looking for. It definitely is a full coverage concealer. So that's exciting for me. This concealer is so lightweight, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it definitely is full coverage though. In my last video, I wasn't sure if it was full coverage, but I think that's because I wasn't familiar with the product and I wasn't used to a full coverage concealer being this light. But now that I've used it a few times, it's definitely more of a fuller coverage concealer. Before I finish blending on my concealer, I always like to have my powder ready to go, so that way I don't have to let it sit too long and worry about it creasing or anything like that. I can just throw it on and go and set my face. I was traveling and look at what happened to my mirror. I'm so freaking sad because this is like the perfect mirror. Even if the product wasn't in here, I would still use this mirror. Comment down below your ideas for Valentine's Day, or if you're in a relationship, that's what I want y'all to do. If you a girl and you're watching this, or if you're a woman and you're watching this, comment down below and let me know what you're gonna do for your spouse, because I'm having a hard time. I'm not having a hard time because my husband, you ever have those people in your life who are so easy to shop for that it makes it hard because anything will please them? That's who I'm married to. That's my husband. He's so easy to shop for. He's so chill, laid back. He's such a laid back, chill guy. So anything I get him, he will be happy with. But I'm trying to figure out what can I do. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna watch this video, so I'm gonna tell you guys. He wants AirPods. He's starting to go back to the gym more. So I'm thinking about getting him gym clothes and probably some cologne, because that's what he likes. He's very, very, very into cologne these days, and he wants headphones to go to the gym, because he wants AirPods to go to the gym so that way they can be wireless and he's not worried about, you know, the cord tugging while he's lifting weights or anything like that. So that's what I'm thinking about getting him. But I'm thinking, should I just get him something and let him plan the night, like what we're gonna do for the night, or should I plan something too, if that makes sense? Because I was trying to talk to him about planning stuff and he's like, I got it, like I don't want your help. So I'm thinking that we both can plan something, so I'm gonna just go off of what he's doing and then go from there. If you guys know some good places to like buy lingerie from, especially online, let me know. Or even in the mall, but not every mall has the same thing. So I'm just gonna take my powder and just kind of dust it everywhere. You guys know my skin is like really, really, really dry right now, so I don't really use a sponge because I feel like when you use a sponge, it's like baking and pressing too far into my skin. So I haven't really used a sponge to bake or set in a while. I've just been using my brush. And this is a Morphe M438 brush. But I'm gonna take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder just to basically set the rest of my face. I love how this powder just makes your face look so smooth, especially because we're gonna be taking pictures, you know what I mean? You're gonna be taking pictures for Valentine's Day, posting on Instagram and Snapchat, so you really wanna make sure that you look your best, and you wanna make sure that your makeup can withstand anything, especially if you don't even know what your spouse has planned. I'm like, look, okay, like I need my makeup to not move for days because I don't know what he has planned. He won't tell me, so yeah. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with this Cappuccino bronzer by Anastasia. This used to be my favorite bronzer. As you can see, I've already hit pan. I don't know why I stopped using it, but I'm gonna go back to using it. Before I do that, I'm gonna put some powder down. I almost forgot. Just to make it easier for cleanup wise. You know, I don't really want to have a lot of bronzer everywhere. So I just try to, you know. I was about to buy a new bronzer today and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have a bronzer that I can use, and I'm happy I didn't buy one because this bronzer is perfect right now. My bronzer by Fenty, my Caramel Cutie bronzer is kind of it's pulling a little too gray on my skin at the moment, so I haven't really used it. And then the one that I've been using by Black Radiance, the True Complexion one, I'm just not feeling it. So I was like, I need another bronzer, but I didn't want to pay for one. I'm going to take that bronzer on my forehead. If you guys notice, I don't really add a lot of powder to my forehead. I mean, a lot of liquid to my forehead because I just go in with powder, and I don't really want it to look cakey. So I really don't add any product to my forehead that much. I don't even know what kind of like dress I want to wear for Valentine's Day. Honestly, I'm like so freaking confused. So I'm gonna be looking tonight and tomorrow and figure out a dress. I'm probably order from Pretty Little Things. I was thinking white, but then again I was thinking black. I don't want to wear red. Red is too typical. Everybody's gonna wear red. But yeah, I was thinking maybe white or black. So I'm gonna add a little bit of powder under my eyes so that way we can do some eyeshadow. Because I don't really want any fallout, but I also want to brighten up this area. So I'm gonna add a little bit of powder. Alrighty guys, so I did one eye off camera. As you can see, it's like, I was trying to go for soft glam, but I don't know what happened, so we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into the other eye and I'll show you guys everything that I used. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of concealer on there, and I'm gonna blend it out with my sponge. I'm gonna go into the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm gonna take Credit, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna take Credit and I'm gonna pack that on my lid using my Sephora Collection number 76 brush. Now this color is just gonna be, you know, just that dark color that we want just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. You can pretty much use any brown that you have. I just thought that this color would be perfect. So you wanna just pack it onto your lid basically in the shape that you're looking for. And then we'll start to blend it out later. So then I'm gonna take a Morphe M514 brush, and I'm just gonna use that to basically just blend out those edges. I added a little bit of product. You see how it's, my camera will focus. So you see how it's smoking it out a little bit? I'm just adding a little, I added a little bit of product, and I'm just going in circular motions to smoke out that lash line. I mean, to smoke out that harsh line. Doesn't have to be fancy because we're gonna blend that harsh line out later as well. But you just wanna blend it out so it's not hard to blend when you start adding your pink. I'm gonna switch palettes, and I'm gonna go in to the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadow. This is the number 4 palette. So I'm gonna switch to this one, and I'm gonna take this middle shade right here. And I'm gonna just basically blend that into this Credit shade. It's gonna look a little messy at first. You're gonna feel like this isn't coming out right. This isn't looking the way that you wanted it to look, but just keep blending. And then once you're done and you add your lashes, the whole look will come together. you have to finish it first to decide if you like it or not. That's something that I'm learning. I'm learning that you have to really finish your looks or finish your project before you can decide if you don't like it, because it might look better when you're done. You never know. I need to, you see how this eye over here has a lot more brown? I need to go back in and add more brown because the brown kind of disappeared when we blended the pink shade. So I'm just gonna do that same thing again and just tap that product on to basically where I want it to be. And then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This is my Morphe M456 brush, and I'm just gonna basically scratch at those edges just to blend it out a little bit more. And I'm blending it very, very softly. I'm not really trying to move my brush too much because I don't really want the product to spread. So you see the difference? You see how it's blending out over here? I'm just doing it very, very circular, small circular motions just to get that product to move around. Just trying to blend out that edge line, that's it. And then I'm gonna switch brushes one more time. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe R40 brush, and I'm gonna go into the light pink shade in that palette, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna blend out the edges with this color. And then for lashes, I'm going to use my Batty Bee lashes. These are my Batty Bee lashes in the style Saucy. While I'm waiting on my lash to dry, I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lashes, which was super simple, super easy. If I can find my brush. Okay. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here on a Morphe M431 brush. I'm going to kind of pack that color onto my lid. Onto my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go in with Credit from the Jackie Aina palette. Take Credit and I'm gonna run that closer to my lashes. I'm just gonna take my brush and just gently wipe away that extra powder that we had. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Orgasm blush. I have not found a blush that I liked. I went to Sephora today and they did not have a blush that I liked, so I was just like, you know what, forget it, okay? I had to turn my lighting down. It was way too light for me. I'm also gonna add some highlights. Gonna use this one. I haven't found another highlighter either that I like. So for lips, I'm going in with my favorite brown lip pencil, KKW Nude 2. On top of that, I'm going in with KKW Beauty in the shade Nude 4. And then I also purchased this kit, this Patrick Ta kit. And I only wanted the gloss in this palette, in this collection, but I got both. So I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta She's Expensive lip gloss. And then since my shoulders are out, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and use this Patrick Ta 4 Body Major Body Oil. Rub it in on my hands. Alrighty guys, well that is it for the makeup portion of this video. I'm going to now show you guys my outfit and then that'll be the end of the video.